With one venerable newspaper in bankruptcy and the other on the verge of financial collapse, Chicago's storied news business appears poised for a historic shakeup. But while some bemoan the demise of old media, a handful of Chicago entrepreneurs hope to fill the void with innovation. From blogs to aggregators to hyperlocal websites, the ideas are popping. Brad Flora is typical of this breed of media entrepreneurs. He runs WindyCitizen.com, a local news and blogging site with 0 employees, minimal revenue, and a newsroom that rotates among the Wi-Fi-enabled coffee shops and bars around his Gold Coast apartment.
I don't think that entrepreneurs are going to solve every problem, but I do think they're going to be part of any overall solution to creating kind of the next phase of how we get our information, whether that's local, national, business information, whatever kind of news.
Chicago's most dramatic new vision of the news comes from 28-year-old Adrian Holovati, who worked at the Washington Post before leaving to build his everyblock.com, which launched a year ago.
It's so liberating to work at a place that has no rules, has no baggage, has no historic stuff that they still need to maintain, no legacy stuff. It's just really, really liberating.
Everyblock delivers news for any address in any of the 11 cities it covers, about crime, local business, and real estate, among other things, and it does it all using computer programs. Of Holovati's 6 employees, only one, the managing editor, holds a traditional journalist title. But even as they find new ways to deliver the news, new media entrepreneurs like Flora and Holovati are struggling to find a way to make money delivering it. Most scrape by on meager revenue, hopeful that the vast, untapped market for local small business advertising can eventually provide a payoff. But that's a market that has eluded media giants both old and new.
Newspaper, making history, new newspaper.
The latest local entrant in the race to build a new media business model is Josh Karp, a 36-year-old software entrepreneur who last month launched a printed blog to a flood of publicity. At first blush, Karp seems to be turning conventional new media thinking on its head. He takes content from weblogs, prints it out, and gives the publication away on the street. But in fact, Karp's model is not that different from online news businesses. He produces content on the cheap and hopes to appeal to a highly targeted audience that will in turn appeal to small local advertisers.
So when the boutique at Fullerton and Sheffield wants to advertise to people that get on the Fullerton Red Line, they can do it. They pay $15 an issue. It's a better return on investment. They don't have to spend $1,000 for a tiny ad. It goes only to the people that they want to target. In this economy, people need to advertise because they need to drive traffic into their stores, but they need to do it in a cost-effective way. And we give a cost-effective alternative to the traditional media that's available now.
He thinks that by dividing the world into markets of 1,000 readers, usually around a gathering place like a Chicago L-Stop, and selling ad space for just $15 to $25, he can make money, up to $1,200 per day per location. Because his costs and prices are low, Karp also figures he can scale quickly. There might be as many as 100 locations in Chicago and hundreds more in other cities around the world. To get there, however, Karp needs capital. Thus far, he's funded the printed blog out of his pocket, pumping $20,000 of his own dollars into the venture. He's also relied on a dedicated staff of 10 unpaid youngsters to edit, design, and promote his newfangled newspaper. With an entrepreneur's combination of confidence and naivete, he believes funding will come despite his lack of industry experience.
If you look at the folks who have started companies that have changed the way people think about an industry, oftentimes it comes from people who have no business thinking about that problem. It would be absolutely fair to say that I had no business thinking about the newspaper business, but I saw an industry that was apparently in decline. I've put a lot of thought into the way that online models work, and it occurred to me to just try it.
An investor is something a lot of Chicago media entrepreneurs would like to find. Holovati funded Everyblock's development with a $1 million grant from the Knight Foundation. But in June, the grant money will run out, and Holovati knows he's got choices to make. Find a business plan, raise money, or sell.
On a personal challenge level, I would really like to try to go at it on our own, of course with some investment money to help us so that we can pay the bills, but I would really like to figure out the business model and just do it.
What it is, Holovati doesn't know. If he figures it out, the rest could be history.